Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Thursday, December 9th, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Tampa Bay Lightning vs Toronto Maple Leafs. The offense has been clicking for the Lightning lately. They have scored 3 goals or more in 9 out of the last 10 games. Tampa Bay ranks 8th in goals per game, 22nd in shots per game, 3rd in shooting percent, and 7th in scoring efficiency ratio. Steven Stamkos leads the team in points, with 28 points on the season. Stamkos has 1 point or more in 8 straight games. Both teams have been on a roll of late to tighten up the Atlantic Division, which originally was a runaway for Florida. Tampa Bay is 7-1-1 in their last 9, but they had to score twice in the final 3 minutes to beat lowly Montreal on Tuesday night. Toronto has been playing terrific hockey after their slow start and have pushed to the top of the division. The Maple Leafs have turned things around offensively, and they have gotten stellar goaltending from Campbell, who has really played well in his second year as the #1 man in the media spotlight. The Leafs have been on fire on offense lately. Toronto has scored 3 goals or more in 8 straight games. They rank 13th in goals per game, 5th in shots per game, 21st in shooting percent, and 6th in scoring efficiency ratio. Austin Matthews leads the Leafs with 28 points. He has scored 1 goal or more in 7 games in a row. Matthews has scored 10 goals in the last 7 games. Mitchell Marner is expected to be out 3 to 4 weeks due to a shoulder injury. Our 1TS betting advice is to pick Toronto Maple Leafs. Against Columbus, the Maple Leafs got their offense going, and that carried them to a victory on home ice once again. The opening period saw Toronto with an 18-9 edge in shots on goal, and they took a 3-0 edge on the scoreboard at the first intermission. William Nylander opened the scoring with his 11th goal of the season on the power play at 4:43 off assists from Morgan Rielly and Austin Matthews. Later in the period, Matthews tallied for the 7th straight game as he potted his 16th of the year at 15:08 with assists going to Rielly and Michael Bunting to make it 2-0. Nick Ritchie scored his first of the year at 16:30 off an assist from Ondrej Kase to make it a 3-0 contest. The second period saw the shots even at 12 with the Leafs outscoring the Blue Jackets 2-1 to make it a 5-1 game after 40 minutes. After Columbus made it a 3-1 game, John Tavares scored his 12th of the year at 18:34 with assists going to Nylander and Rielly to extend to a 4-1 advantage. Only 7 seconds later, at 18:41, Matthews scored his 2nd of the night and his 17th of the year off an assist from Rielly to take a 5-1 lead. The third period saw Toronto outshot 11-10 and outscored 3-0, though they hung on for the win. One of Columbus's goals came in the final second, which merely made the final score closer. Jack Campbell made 28 saves for the Maple Leafs, who held a 40-32 edge in shots on goal. He's expected to get the start and goal again here. Our second betting advice is to pick under 6. Chicago Blackhawks vs Montreal Canadiens. The offense has let the Blackhawks down this season, but the defense has also struggled, allowing 3.24 goals per game. Eric Gustafsson and Seth Jones have combined for 2.8 defensive point shares and 79 blocked shots, but the rest of the defensive unit has played poorly and is allowing opponents to find open shots on the net. In addition, goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury has struggled in the net this season with a .908 save percentage and a 2.96 goals against average on 523 shots. Both teams have really struggled this season and find themselves well outside the playoff picture in their respective conferences coming into this contest. Chicago is playing their 4th game in 6 nights entering this one, after facing the Rangers Saturday and Tuesday with a Sunday game against the Islanders sandwiched in between. The offense has been one of the worst in the NHL, but the defense has also struggled, allowing 3.56 goals per game. Ben Chiro and Alexander Romanov have combined for 1.5 defensive point shares and 84 blocked shots, but the rest of the defensive unit has struggled and has only looked worse since Jeff Petrie, the team's best defenseman, was placed on the injured reserve. Moreover, Jake Allen has struggled as the starting goaltender with a .906 save percentage and a 3.01 goals against average on 607 shots. Our first betting advice is to pick Chicago Blackhawks. Against Tampa Bay, Montreal held the lead deep into the third period but wilted in the closing minutes to turn a win into a loss. The Canadiens held a 9-7 edge in shots on goal in the opening period and trailed 1-0 after 20 minutes of action on the scoreboard. In the second period, Montreal was outshot 11-6 and outscored Tampa Bay 2-0 to take a 2-1 lead at the second intermission. Nick Suzuki tied the game with his sixth of the year at .420 off assists from Jonathan Drouin and David Savard. Later in the period, Drouin gave the Canadiens the lead with his fourth of the year at .708 with assists going to Mike Hoffman and Suzuki. The third period saw Montreal outshot 9-8 and outscored 2-0 as they gave up a pair of goals in the final 3 minutes to end up on the short end of the scoreboard. Jake Allen made 24 saves for Montreal, who was outshot 27-23 in the contest. He's expected to get the call between the pipes again here. Our second betting advice is to pick under 6. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Anaheim Ducks vs Columbus Blue Jackets. The offense has led the way, but the Ducks' defense has stepped up as well, allowing only 2.78 goals per game. Hampus Lindholm and Josh Manson have combined for 3.3 defensive point shares and 62 blocked shots, while Kevin Shattenkirk and Cam Fowler have combined for 2.6 defensive point shares and 73 blocked shots to give the Ducks two great defensive pairings. In addition, goaltender John Gibson has been great in the net with a .914 save percentage and a 2.69 goals against average on 643 shots. This is a huge game for the Blue Jackets as they have been struggling of late and have a 5-game road trip on deck. Columbus has not played well on the road at all, but here at home they are 9-3 so far and have averaged 3.83 GPG while allowing just 2.58 GPG in those games. The offense has led the way but the defense has struggled, allowing 3.33 goals per game. Vladislav Gavrikov and Zach Werenski have combined for 2.5 defensive point shares and 79 blocked shots, but the back end of the unit has struggled and is allowing open shots on the net at will. Moreover, goaltender Elvis Merzlikins has struggled as the starting goaltender with a .915 save percentage and a 2.95 goals against average on 481 shots. Our first betting advice is to pick Columbus. The Blue Jackets had a strong start to the season, but they are starting to fade a little. After going 12-6 through their first 18 games, the Blue Jackets have now gone just 1-5 in their last 6 games after falling 5-4 to Toronto on the road. Losing on the road is nothing new for the Blue Jackets as they are just 4-8 away from home compared to going 9-3 at home. Their offense is also much better at home as they have averaged 3.83 GPG here at Nationwide Arena compared to putting up a little over 2.60 GPG on the road. It's like night and day when Columbus is on the road compared to here at home, and they are hoping for a big win before embarking on a 5-game road trip. Scoring in the loss to the Leafs was Oliver Bjorkstrand, who scored twice and now has 8 on the year, Sean Curley, which was his 5th, and Max Domi, which was his 4th. Our second betting advice is to pick over 6.